And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fustel. A little blustery Sunday morning, but we have a nice live 8-race card for you. Nice carryover in the Pick Six. We'll get to all that, but first, big day yesterday. We had 4 stake races, some of the best stake races all year here in Maryland. How about the 2-year-old performances? Whirlin' Curlin, another upset winner. 2 stakes in a row. He's blown up the tote board for Marathon Farms, and Gary Capuano and our leading rider, Jevion Toledo.
Looked like Gary Cap had a new leather jacket for the interview. Maybe you got that one from the first. What's after this win, huh? New car?
Miracle Wood, private terms, Tessio. All right.
Go for the trifecta.
Yeah, go for the and what a nice
Good
horse
effort,
he is.
Real nice improvement, and we knew with the family and everything, the potential was there.
How's he keep getting a big price on that horse? He looks like Curlin. He's a half to a stakes winner. He answered the test yesterday. It was a tough race. Clever Mind, a heavy favorite, decent third. Who was second? Oh, the Tim McKee horse ran lights out.
Ran real big, broke a little slow, kind of got real eager, a little bit tough to rate early, and the jock let him go and kind of dueled inside of horses, but got the lead and nearly fended off and held off Gary Cap's runner. But I think the disappointment was Clever Mind. I mean, it was in great position off of a 4-way duel into the far turn, moved up just a little bit, but you saw Prado just absolutely fine. That horse wanted to lay in the whole way through the stretch. Not sure what's going on there, but they're going to have to get that straightened out if that horse is going to move forward.
Sure. And then the filly division, the Maryland Juvenile Filly Championship, limited view. She answered the test. She broke very sharp for the first time. We knew she had a lot of talent, but she hadn't been very good at the gate. She broke very sharp yesterday. Prado went right to the front, and it was all over. He threw the knockout punch around the far turn. It was over.
Around the far turn, and he did it pretty easily.
Yep.
I mean, that
she went a little bit faster than the boys.
Her debut was eye-catching. That was even better yesterday, and the final time right compared to the boys, strong. And looks like she covers ground really easily. So it looks like she may be able to go ahead and stretch out a little bit more.
And then you had Struth. That was the second stakes winner for horses sired by Curlin. You had Whirlin' Curlin and Struth sired by Curlin. Won the Howard Bender. Good to see Kieran McGee. That was the second stakes win with that horse off the claim.
Horse took late money, got pounded down 7-2 to 5-2 last flash, and I didn't know what to think of him. I thought he was going to sit a really good trip. He looked on paper he might have been fading away, but he came back. You see the horses working their cycles, and he bounced back. Obviously, looked like a career best for him.
And then John Service has a real nice 3-year-old filly with Miss Locust Point. We'll hear some big things from her down the road, I think.
Yeah, she's got some definite talent. I like her in that 6 to 7 furlong range, and like I said, she kind of had that field. There was not much speed. Everything was her own way. She's going to have to be tested here shortly, and I'm sure she's going to see it in the near future where she's going to have to move into a quicker pace, not be able to kind of dictate things, but the potential is there.
We got this white wall over here and still some snow. I'm getting a little white out from over here, so let's get right to it.
Where's the squirrel? I think it's too cold for him.
There was a little special squirrel in the paddock there.
But we had a visit from the Hammer. Absolutely, Captain 1551, Mr. Redcan. I hear he's going on a little trip on the dark days, so watch out. He's heading south.
All right, good stuff. Nice carryover today in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick Six, $3,628 in the carryover. Now it's going to start race 3 today. 8-race card. Pick 6 will start race 3 today. I have a ticket for it. Late pick 5 will start in the 4th race. You like the late pick 4. That starts in the 5th race. So we'll get to all that. Now, the GoFundMe account for the San Luis Rey, there it is, the San Luis Rey Training Center, the devastating fire they had out there, just a horrendous situation out there. But the whole thoroughbred, the whole horse racing community out there, California, led by the Stronach Group, and everybody out there at Santa Anita, at Del Mar, the GoFundMe account, I believe, is up over 500,000. But keep it coming in because the stuff you see from out there is not nice to look at.
Yeah, you don't want to hear the numbers when they get all through everything. But keep up the support. No, I don't think nobody's going away from this. They will keep up. I mean, the racing community, we're strong.
Yep. All right, so that's trying to help them out there on the West Coast. Let's get back to it here, show you the track conditions and the weather we have here today. There's the main track, fast track, still a fair playing track, I say. Overall, what your thoughts on the track, how it was playing yesterday?
pretty tight. Times were pretty solid for the
Fast
most
times,
part.
yeah.
Inside still okay, but a lot of the winners were just off the inside in that 2-3-4 path for the most part. Maybe that little extra moisture had something to do with that, but all in all, a pretty fair surface. But today we're back at it, fast track. Yeah, sun peeking out. Brisk. It is brisk with some breeze.
All right, here we go. Race 1 will kick off the rolling super high five. Every race with 7 or more horses will have the super high five, low 15% takeout in that super high five. Also, race 1 will kick off the early pick five. Both your pick fives here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. So jump on in here as I get a little drink of water.
All right, there
Jump
you go.
on in here for the early pick five.
It's, this card today, 8-race card. I like a couple races, and maybe Carlos Mencia, a smaller outfit, holds the key to your pick sixes and late pick fours.
Yeah, I have him. I have him on my
Carlos could
ticket.
Have a nice day.
Let's take a look
All
here.
right.
Race 1, 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming 10,000, 3 and up. I'm going to go with the 2 of the intern. The Howie Wolf Barns come to life here this fall. They had a 2-win day a couple weeks ago. I like this outfit. I think he's going to get his 4th win of the fall meet here in the opener with the 2 of the intern. Just missed at this level last time. Actually, just missed it against Maiden 16,000 company. It was a race that came off the turf, but still a big 12-horse field and a good second at 23-1 that day with the 7-pound apprentice Franklin Sabalos. Sabalos back aboard today. They have an inside post. I imagine they're going to try to use this 3-year-old's early speed and try to get right to the front here. Catches a soft suspect group here, dropping to the bottom, Maiden 10. I think that's the winning move here for the 2 of the intern.
Improved stamina on the drop and put away the even money favorite, the speed horse, Claudio's horse, Dangerous Dan, we're going to see later in the card, I think is in the 8th race. But the intern, a much improved effort last time out. But he's got some other speed to the outside. I don't know if he's going to have to be used like twice early, maybe right back and move around. I don't think he's as fast as the 8, Tamachi Creek, if they're all things being equal out of the gate. Tamachi Creek is pretty quick. I think we'll go ahead and get the lead. The intern looks like he kind of sit just off of that. I miss my people. I'll come back to this horse. I missed this horse at a couple times at a big price. I think he's a little bit better at 5.5, Stan. Likes a target. Was a little too close to the pace last time. I think you might see Caramanos settle this horse and take this horse to a rating 4 or 5 lengths off the race, off the pace mid-turn, and then make a move into it.
He's been knocking at the door at this level. Gets Caramanos back aboard today for Robbie Bales. I like the 5, so 2-5 for me, 5-2 for you. We both like the 4 a little bit here as well. Cannon's Roar for Greg Wilson. A good second last out against Maiden 16 off the turf race. Forest Boys back aboard today. We'll get a decent price here on the 4 Cannon's Roar. And if this horse can continue to improve and run decent races at this level, he should be right there.
It's going to have to improve a couple more lengths. He had everything is, perfect setup last time out and just kind of kept grinding. The rider had him under a drive around the turn and, just didn't really kick in like I thought. Just kind of a steady progression. But, things could fall apart on the front end in this race, no doubt.
Sure. All right, let's turn the page here. Race 2 is going to kick off the early pick 4. We're going a mile and a 16th, claiming 10,000, 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime here for the second race. I go with the 6 Wild Dynaform. I think the 3 Roethlisberger is the best horse in the race. He's probably going to win, but I can't pick Roethlisberger today.
Well, let him win today and then lose tonight. How's that? Is that good?
Ravens play the Steelers tonight, so I can't pick Roethlisberger on top. He'll be your deserved 9-5 favorite here for Jamie Ness. Just missed at this level last out up there at Delaware. That was back in September. The winner of that race would come back to win. So he's had off since then. Some decent 5 furlong works up there at Delaware for the comeback. The 3 Roethlisberger be very tough with your leading rider Jevion Toledo. So you put the 3 on top. I don't blame you.
I just think he just falls into a good spot. He's fresh, and the barn is on a roll. 8 for 32, 20 for 32 in the money the last 30 days at Laurel. Nice positive ROI of over $2.55. He looks like the one that's going to follow through. Wild Dynaformer sat pretty good trip last time.
Finally woke up last time.
Yeah, woke up, and he was down inside every step of the way. Now moves outside. And I think he can improve a little bit off of that effort, but Roethlisberger is fresh. He's going to stalk and make a move into it. How you for money looks like the pace setter along with Wilco's Golden Eye. How you for money. This is kind of the lowest level in the dirt that he's faced, but how
Sure.
far can he carry the speed? Because I think the 5's going to put some pressure on him.
Barron finally woke up last out. That was a 3-horse field.
Mhm.
Got the win. He'd run some big races in the past. It took him a while to break his maiden. His confidence might be up a little bit now. Kevin Gomez will ride, and we both like him in the mix here.
End of the mix. That last race, like I say, it was a 3-horse field. He got a perfect setup. Obviously, he went slow early, kicked away late, but he's got a 53 back on the page.
Yep.
He doesn't have to improve much. So if a couple of these horses flatten out, he could keep on coming.
All right, we have a nice little carryover in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 today. It's going to start in race 3 on our 8-race card. Carryover a little over $3,600. There it is, $3,628 for the Pick 6 carryover today. They'll put a good amount of new money into it. I have a ticket. Let's take a look here. $32 play for me. I'm going to go 5 deep here in race 3. I think it's a wide open, claiming $10,000 for Philly. 6 furlongs on the main track. The 2 Midnight Rodeo for your leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez. Gets a big rider change, I think, today, going from a 7-pound bug to Jevion Toledo. So I think the 2 Midnight Rodeo is dead live at 10-1 here in the 3rd race. So I'm going 5 deep, hoping for a little price here in race 3. I'll go 4 deep there in the 4th race. That's a nice maiden 25, going a mile, using 4 runners in there. And then my ticket gets a little light there these last 4 races. Let's see, the 5th race, the Dale Capuano race. I'm Mr. Blue coming off the layoff.
Okay.
Tricky Lion is going to be the favorite, so I'm using both Dale Capuano runners there, 2 and 3 in race 5. The 6th race, I'm going, my price play of the day is the 5 Bungalow for trainer Claudio Gonzalez. Make the rider Jomar Torres, 6-1. I like the 5 Bungalow. The 1 Ice Lake, going to be one of the favorites. That's the Carlos Mencia horse you were talking about.
Yeah.
So 1-5 for me there in the 6th race. Nice 2 other than allowance feature of the day, going long in race 7. And I'm going to single on the 1, Lucky in Malibu, 5-1 with the 7-pound bug. Sabalos aboard for Gary Capuano. Enterprising Lady in the Navy now. They'll both be very tough in there, but I'm going with the 1, Lucky in Malibu, my single. And then race 8, number 4, Slim, 8-5.
Yeah.
Can he get it done today? I'll use him in the 2 7 knots coming off the layoff. Gets Elvis Trujillo on the 2 7 knots there in the finale. So I think a challenging pick 6 sequence today. But we'll take a stab at it. Let's take a look here at the 3rd race. Going 6 furlongs, claiming 10,000, 3-year-old fillies or older. Never won 3. We have a video spotlight for you on my top pick. The 8, Let the Music Play, I think is going to get a nice trip on the outside here for trainer Scott Lake and Ricardo Chappie. Here's the last race, October 30th.
Yeah, Let the Music Play. The 7-horse down inside and dueling a long, long way. The Eternals, you see it. Opening quarter, 22 and 2, 46 and 3 for the half. Iron Berlin's a pretty quick horse, Dan. We've seen her fire some good fractions on the turf course, and she can run pretty well on the dirt as well. She just gets beat late, but this race is set up for a closer, and you're going to see Gray Vale for Dove Houghton circle up about 4 wide and get the job done. But, Let the Music Play under some pressure and hangs in pretty well, only to be beaten a length and 3/4 for all of it. Little drop in class here, but there is some other speed for her to deal with. That's good enough, guys. And this race reminds me a little bit of the 5th race yesterday. I think was that the Runco horse where he got the 4,000 win, and you can go a whole lot of different ways. And I saw your pick 6 ticket, and the one horse you didn't have is my top selection. So you're probably good. You're safe. I like the 4 Intrepid 4.
Well, I do like the horse. I checked him off as a horse I like. I just couldn't get to him. But, this is a 3-year-old filly going in the right direction, taking advantage of this dual condition, chipping down here from Parks. You just wonder how tough were those races up at Parks. But she is in good form right now.
Right. She's won 3 races. I like that. This 3-year-old looks like she's getting better right now. I'm not worried about the number on the muddy sealed surface. It's a 2-back race I'm concentrating on, where she kind of went out there and dictated the Eternals. 22 and 2, 46. 12-5, 3 in life boys that day. 22 and 3, 45 and 4. 11 and 3 final time. This filly ran a tick quicker, 11 and 2 final time than those 3 in life boys. She's razor sharp right now. I know there's some other speed types in here, but she may run them off their feet into the turn.
All right, I'll probably have to add her on my ticket here if I play it today. Caballero in town to ride for Richard Vega there on the 4. Intrepid Force, a live 6-1 shot here in a wide open race 3. I think the 8's just going to get a nice trip on the outside with Chappie. Chappie can kind of dictate the early pace, stalking from the outside. The 6 here, rider change here for the 6. She Be Fierce for Claudio Gonzalez. Make the rider Kevin Gomez. The weight will be 121 on the 6 She Be Fierce. Nice win last out right here at Laurel Park against 10,000 to life. Now steps up to the next level. I think this horse will be part of the early pace as well here, the 6 She Be Fierce.
Certainly. I'm just hoping Intrepid Forest is this razor sharp right now. I mean, she took pressure last time. It still drew off. So maybe there's a rating gear. The 6 furlongs is a question for a lot of these horses. I know that, like the music play, is 2 for 5 at the distance. Dixie Rose looks like the pure one-run closer in this race. Don't know what happened last time. Maybe she was a little too close to the pace because she kind of bumped around at the break, then was a little keen to get up towards the leaders, and just her run just fizzled around the turn. I think taking back gets Bracho, maybe settles well back and makes a run from off the pace on the jam job for Dale Capuano.
Ran dead game 2 starts ago against Much Better and got beat up a little bit last out, but gets a big class relief today, the 5 Dixie Rose. So does the Donnie Barr filly on the inside. The 1 Miss Mischievous taking a big drop here. She had a nice win against 25,000 Starter Allowance Company back in October.
And you saw what she did that day. She was able to kind of sit off of it, and she moved into an honest pace. 46.5, and she kept on going. So, and widened.
How about
dropping down again? I don't know. This is the wake up call I hope for her, for Miss Mischievous.
How about as my 10-1 shot have a chance here? Midnight Rodeo goes from the 7-pound Bug Boy. Nothing against Sabalos. He's having a nice meet. He's riding well, but sorry, Bug Boy, you ain't no Jevion Toledo yet. He's the leading rider of the whole group around here. So now we're going from the Bug to Toledo, the higher price Claudio runner in the race here. The 2 Midnight the Rodeo got clobbered at this level last out. Not sure what happened there. Showed a little speed and then packed it in.
Big Field was the favorite, and I think that race is so bad. The last 2 are really bad. You're going to finally get your price on Midnight Romeo, and you see a couple races on the page where she's kind of come from just off of it. She's going to have to work out a trip. It's going to be a tough trip for her, but letting Claudio escape at 8-10 to 1, you don't want to do that.
Yep. All right, let's take a look here at the 4th race here to kick off the late pick 5. No carryover, but as always, more money back to you with that absolute industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5. Starts race 4 today on our 8-race program. Going a flat mile, maiden claiming 25,000, 3 and up here. I'm 4 deep on my pick 6 ticket in race 4, using the 1, 2, 3, and the 5. My top pick in this race here, the 2, Griff's Goes for trainer Kelly Rubley. Jevion Toledo will ride his 3-year-old colt by Harlan's Holiday. Good second at this level, last out, going a mile. So he he's run a couple. He ran a mile on the turf back in September. He has a good foundation, I think, under him for this mile contest today at this level. He hopefully he doesn't have to open up by 6 early on here. Maybe he can rate a little bit better today, but I expect him to be up close to the pace early on here with Toledo.
That's the whole key, Stan. You're right. The good in that race, ran pretty quick early. The bad, the final quarter was awfully slow, pedestrian-like. But was digging in. Lacrosse 6, I think, was a dropper for Trombetta, if I'm not mistaken. 3rd place finisher was a Motion horse. Might have been coming turf to dirt. But Griff's Ghost, 23-3, 47-4. Had every right to get a little bit tired. When you look at Believe in Royalty, the Jones horse in the next race, 24-2, 48-1. Can Toledo save a little bit early, which I think he can, and the way he was gutsy in defeat, even though they kind of walked it home a little bit. Trading Cash, Moquette, he's got to feel a little snake bit. He just can't get over the top on this circuit. 1 for 17, does have 6 second-place finishers, but Trading Cash, kind of a gaudy number against this group, 65. That's what's going to go ahead and make him, I believe, a strong favorite. Lined him at 6-5. Once again, though, he doesn't show a whole lot of finish in his races.
Yeah, just kind of flat last out, but drops back down to the maiden 25 today. Gets Sheldon Russell. Russell will get a nice trip on the outside. You have to respect the 5. The 3, Zephyr Train's been hanging around at this level the last couple races. Gets Forrest Boyce back aboard today for Dove Out, and good second 2 starts ago. Just an okay effort last out. she'll be right there. And how about the one Mike the Tiger? I think live on the inside here for Bill Comlo with Joe Moore Torres. A good fourth last out, going a mile for the first time. Now trying the mile distance for the second time. Steps up here a little bit today.
I like the progression in the distances. You know, this is a little bit of a jump up in class, no doubt, off of the last race. But he looks like he's kind of a stayer. Zephyr Train, that's a tough move. You know, these couple 5.5 races right to the mile.
Yep.
It's a tough distance because Zephyr Train's going to have to move into Grisco. So maybe Trading Cash just tries to go to the front. I mean, last time a 23-1, that's awfully quick against better horses. Maybe that's the tactic he takes and tries to get the jump on the rest of this field.
Well, it looks like we both go against the 6-5 favorite there in the fourth race. I'm 4 deep there in that race on my pick 6, so maybe Trading Cash. We'll see if he's a reliable favorite today here in the fourth. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, a nice first level allowance contest to kick off the late pick 4. Keith has a ticket for it. We'll take a look right after this. Okay, welcome back today to Races presented by Fidelity First. Here we go with the late pick 4 today, 7 furlongs. Nice first level allowance contest for Maryland Breds 3 and up. We start the late pick 4 here. You have a ticket, Keith. Let's take a look.
Yeah, $24 ticket gets you started with Tricky Lion and Bolivar. Bolivar going to be my price shot to get you going in race number 5 for Carlos Messi, and he's right back. He's dangerous in the 6 as well with the 1 Ice Like 6 race. We're going to spread a little bit deeper, though. 1, 4, 5, and 7 in the 7th race. The 1 and the 4, Lucky in Malibu. I think she's poised to run a good one today. Yeah. I like her positioning in this 2-turn race. In the Navy now, we're going to use, I probably should toss in Enterprising Lady. I'll go 1, 4, just 2 deep in there. 3, 4, and 5 in the last. So I'm going to try to go ahead. I'm going to use the 4. 2 price upsetters, the 3 Down on the Holler, and the 5 Lucky Factor, first time reported gelding for a $24 ticket. 7th race, I'd like to add 1 or 2 more if I could, but do as you like.
All right, it's a nice sequence. You have a couple nice allowance races in this late pick 4 sequence. Let's take a look at the 5th race. Maryland Bred, first level allowance, 7 furlongs to 3. I'm Mr. Blue, coming off a long layoff here for trainer Dale Capuano. Decap has the favorite in here. The 2 Tricky Lions going to be awfully tough. Good second at this level last out, going 6 furlongs. Was the beaten favorite last out, the 2 Tricky Lion. I use him in my exacta today, but I'll go with the other Dale Capuano runner, the 5-year-old son of Not For Love. I'm Mr. Blue, a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park, coming off a long layoff. We haven't seen this horse since last February, but he was running an open allowance company when we saw him last winter. Three decent, three decent efforts against open allowance company last winter. Now he comes fresh. He has some nice works on the work tab. 3 5 furlong works coming into this race. Gets Jevion Toledo here on the better price of the Dale Capuano runner. I'll go with the 3. I'm Mr. Blue here, coming off a layoff. Dale Capuano, about 14% positive ROI with horses coming off this kind of layoff.
Okay, my price shot is going to be the 6. Bolivar, if we got a video, I believe, for that race on November the 6th. Bolivar called the muddy sealed surface, and coming out of the gate, a little bit of a bang around there out of the gate, and that was a little bit, costly when you really break things down. And Bolivar, we're going to watch this one more time. Boom. Not too good. Kind of drew that inside post. The dreaded inside post stand is what we've seen. But here's what I like. I'm going to pick this up around a 3/8 pole with the 2 Bolivar. They're going pretty good up front, 22 and 4. Tam Tam Attack, Rockefellers. But it's a slight little middle move that kind of caught my eye almost a little bit later than the middle of the race stand. Up into the top of the stretch where Bolivar is able to kind of get within 3 lengths of the lead, actually. Turning for home about mid-stretch and just flattens out through the final furlong. But I thought an encouraging effort after that early trouble, after being knocked sideways, stayed down on the rail the whole way. Look where the 1-2 finishers are. 6 Path, 7 Path. It's Clubman and Sky Chaparral. Some key horses around here. This is a little bit, to me, a little bit softer bunch.
Right,
and Carlos Manzi has done a nice job with this horse since the claim. Only 2 sprint races have been good. I think Bolivar is a user, must use in the 5th.
Yeah, definite class relief, dropping from the open allowance company to this restricted allowance here. So I like the 6. I'll use that one. Bolivar in my top 4. You like the Dale Capuano horse
as
over
well. I think
Bolivar.
Tricky Line,
And yeah, Tricky Line's been running very well here. Good second to Lewisfield. You see back in September, Lewisfield came back, decent effort against Stakes Company last out. You like the 3, Mr. Blue, a little bit here for Dale coming off the layoff.
Certainly, he's faced some good horses. When you really look back on the page, the question is he going to fall too far back out of it early? He's going to need a little bit of a setup. First tried 7 off a break. That's not an easy go. That's a tough race to win right off the shelf, off of that layoff. But I like Bolivar in here. And Tricky Line, he's just going to maintain form as a horse you could have had for a nickel on the go back about a year ago, right? And all of a sudden, this horse has really turned it on for Dale Cap. He's holding form nicely.
All right, so trainer Carlos Mancilla has a shot, 8-1 with Bolivar in the 5th race. He has one of the favorites here in the 6th race, one of the horses to beat, the one Ice Lake for Carlos, 3-1 morning line with the bug boy Carlos Carrasco aboard. Good second at this level. Last out, I use him in my exacta here. He's going to have to be tied on here, breaking from the 1 hole, going 7 furlongs. He's going to have a bunch of journeymans to his outside, breathing down his throat. I'll go with the 5 Bungalow. Rider change on the 5 Bungalow. Make it Jomar Torres. Make the weight 119 for this 3-year-old son of Shackleford. For trainer Claudio Gonzalez was in front. Went to the front last out at this level, going a mile and a 16th. I love the cut back from 2 turns to 7 furlongs today for Bungalow.
Yeah, and he gets an assist. He gets a major assist with the 2 horse. Speak to him being scratched. That Charlestown base runner was going to go out and I think entertain Bungalow on the front end. Ice Lake, I think he's got enough tactical speed. If this track, the weight's kind of evened out a little bit, will be to his favor. You saw the 2-back tries on the turf. The 2-back try, October 28th, rail. October 7th, threw on the rail, made a bit. Last time out, finally got a good trip. Unfortunately, the lone speed went all the way, but man, he ran hard every step of the way. I worry a little bit of a bounce for Ice Lake. That's my biggest concern. They don't raise this horse, a smaller barn.
Right.
They don't raise off of a big effort. They usually like to protect their horses. So, but it's visually strong last time out. I'm going to use him right back. Papachu's an interesting type. First off, the claim, a horse in good form. Claim for the nickel, freshen, doesn't drop. Goes up in class for Gorham, who's been live with his runners in here.
Yeah, Michael Gorham, 4 winners here at this fall meet from 19 starts. That's a 21% win clip. The 4 Papacho I kind of overlook a little bit here in this race, but he's live with Sheldon Russell. The 5-1 exacta for me. I overlooked the 4.
Okay.
I like the 7 here, Centcom, but I don't blame you for using the horse 4th. I used the horse 3rd. Burned a lot of money at the windows the last couple times at this level, beaten favored the last 2 times. In good form, and those 2 starts off the claim for Jason Egan, but people, beaten favored the last 2 starts at this level, so it's hard to go back to him on top here today.
He might stumble past these, no doubt. Maybe he earned it. They kind of have similar running styles. They don't really just kick it in. They're kind of grinders. But you knew something was up when Centcom was claimed, and bam, right in for the 10. That scared me a little bit. So he may win. He's gonna win without me. I need him underneath at a short price.
All right, let's take a look here at the feature of the day. Race 7, going a mile and a 16th here. Nice upper level allowance, 2 other than optional claiming $25,000 to kick off the late daily double. We have a video spotlight for you of the 5 Enterprising Lady and the 4 in the Navy now. They ran 1-2 at this level last out November 12th. Here's the race, Turner for home.
Yeah, an Enterprising Lady got the jump on in the Navy now. Softer early fractions, 24 and 3, 48 and 2. Enterprising Lady kind of got, you're talking about the knockout punch, ran a really good solid second quarter and continued on to open up a daylight advantage in the Navy now. Steady as she goes, second. She loves to run second. Thought she might wear her down late, but Enterprising Lady just a little too good on November the 12th. I kind of see a similar kind of running style today for both of them, similar kind of trips with some speed. Miss Nosy, Emelina, they go out. They're the targets. These 2 will go ahead and give chase. Once again, Enterprising Lady gets a jump. Maybe in the Navy now can kind of turn the tables. I got to go back to that pick 4 because I think I had the 1 and the 4. Probably should have the 1 and the 5. Look, go ahead and put all 3 in. It's still not going to cost you too much.
Sure.
5, 4, and 1. Lucky in Malibu. I think right. This is time. She's going to try the 2 turns. I believe she's done it 1 time.
1 for 1. Yeah, she's 1 for 1. Yep.
Way back. Okay, second time. Good effort last time. Moon Virginia came back to win a 3 other than.
Yep.
So
That's
you got to take that into consideration. She's a stayer. She doesn't have that big move, but she can grind you into the ground as well.
All right, she's my single on my Rainbow Pick 6. I think she'll get a ground-saving trip, raking from the inside. Nice lightweight assignment, 112 with the 7-bound bug. Sabalo Sabor, yeah, 3-time winner at this track. Lucky in Malibu, 8 for 10 overall on the money, and she's coming out of a tough race last out in the Geisha. So nice. So we like the same 3 horses on top here. The 8 on the outside I like here a little bit. Frosty Margarita shipping to town here for trainer Rudy Rodriguez. Been running against New York breds up there in New York recently. Good second last out against Restricted Company, going 7 furlongs up there at the Big A back in November.
I think that third-place finisher came back, or was coming off of a real big number, kind of like an 85 in a state-bred 2 other than win. Frosty Margarita, right. Is she going to be able to kind of hang around? I mean, it looks like she's got the class to do it. You got the 10, the other Rudy Rod in here. We're kind of going against both Rudy Rods. He's tough when he comes in here. The 9 Sleepy Price horse for Richie. This horse was hampered, no doubt. You see the short comment. Hopped at the break and was well back. This horse likes to kind of chase, and just kind of keep on churning along. Patriot Endeavor, I thought, ran very credibly after that slow start and was hampered being so far back off of the slow pace. The Patriot Endeavor, I think, will bounce back up, and it's probably one of your better price users in the 7th.
All right, nice big, no scratches in the feature today. Nice big 10-horse field here, and a nice 2 other than to kick off the late daily double. Let's take a look here at the finale, 8th and final race. Maiden claiming 10,003 and up, 5.5 furlongs here. The 4 Slim, deserved 8-5 favorite here for trainer Mike Giralles. He's been hanging around at this level for a long time. He's 0 for 10, but he's been running some decent races. A nice second coming from way off the pace is in his race 2 starts ago. That was way back in September. Didn't run very well in October. He's been freshened since then. We'll see how he does coming off the layoff here. No works on the work tab, so well, if he's ready to go, he should be tough. The 2 7 knots also coming off a layoff. Gets Elvis Trujillo aboard. The 5 Lucky Factor here. First time gelding for trainer Casey Cartagena.
Yeah, that's going to be my upset. User going to first time gelding, only raced 1 time. That was on the turf back in July at Gulfstream for a little bit more. Took a little bit of play in that race. Looking at a quick glance at the breeding, the factors, they can run on anything, but all the runners out of the mare did much better on the dirt. Right. So I'll take a shot here. I think you have to. I mean, I guess it's now or never for Slim. Would you say that?
Yeah.
You know, but Slim and 7 knots. Neither of them have a whole lot of speed. Dangerous Dan got pounded through in the tail awfully early, though. First time for Claudio last time. That's why I'm going to go 5, 4, and the 3 down in the holler. We've seen some of these Kenny Decker horses jump up in the maiden races at big prices and run big. Doesn't have to improve a lot, and you see the plus 180-day layoff stat, a positive ROI of close to $4 off an 11-horse sample. But I think Lucky Factor is the sneaky one.
Hopefully I'll be alive in my pick 6 going to race 8, but I'll be holding my breath with the 2 favorites in this race. If you can go deeper, I think, maiden 10, always a spread race, and those multi-race wagers could be wide open. All right, that's it. We're out of time. Best of luck today. Sunday brunch cooking for you. We have all the football action for you up there on that at the sports bar, 2nd floor of the clubhouse. We'll have 105.7 Game Day Uncensored here tonight for the Ravens pregame show.
Right.
So after the races today, hang around, go up to the sports bar. 105.7 The Fan will be up there getting you ready for the Ravens game.
Good
and you
stuff.
can watch the late, you'll be right in the middle of the card or beginning of the card at Santa Anita.
Do you have the a prediction for tonight's game?
I'll go with the Ravens. Ravens 21-17.
I'm in that range too, 23-20.
All right, should be a good game. Good luck today. Dave Robbins coming up next.
All right, good luck.